Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting StarCraft 2 match. My name is Keanu, and today we are going to see a match between another van, Cham, spawning here in the bottom corner with the blue Zerg, Cham from Mexico, versus the world's nightmare. Literally, his name is Nightmare, spawning here in the top corner from Korea with the red Protoss. My name is Keanu, thank you for watching, thank you for being here. Let's dive right into action. Here we have Chrono Boost. This is very important, guys. So if you are playing with Protoss, this is what you have to do. Chrono Boost to have more probes, more bros, more minerals, more army, more everything, more updates. Here we have the second hatchery for the Zerg player. It's obviously very important. Cham is one of the best from Mexico, except Major, who is a little bit better than him. Pablo Cham is his name. He's from Guadalajara, Jalisco. He was able to discover StarCraft 2 at the age of 15, and this became his passion since then. And about Nightmare, very cool stuff we need to know about him. He was the first pro player that used offensive Blink Dark Templars in a tournament, and in his CV he was able to beat a lot of top players like Scarlett, like Nib, and the world champion Oliveira. This is a wonderful CV to have. Both players are very good, very aggressive players. Now, I'm pretty sure this game is not going to disappoint us because, as I said, we are going to find out together. Now, obviously it's micro and macro, that's all about this game, but it's also about positioning, decision making, being able to take advantage of each and every small tricks that you have up your sleeve. And the micromanagement of these players is absolutely incredible. Here we have a perfect wall off. The map is no humanity. And the mind games, what I like about this game, the mind games. The players are playing chess while their opponent is playing a whole new level of 3D chess. Because you basically need to be aware of everything. In chess it's easy, all you have to do is to look at your opponent pieces and have a educated guess what he's going to do in advance. While here, guess what, guys? This is the view of the players. This is called the fog of war. If you're not there, you don't see what is happening. Luckily for us, we see everything. So here we have an adept, a very easy scout method if you are a Zerg, a Protoss player against Zerg or against Terran, or if you are Zerg, all you have to do is to move these overlords around the map, and immediately you are going to see what is happening depending on where it is. So basically you have moving observers. The problem is your opponent can kill them. While if you are with the Protoss player, if you have enough minerals and gas, you can start to build observers, but in the meantime we have a void raid. Void raids are very good of killing ground units and also to get rid of these pesky overlords. Overlords also act as supply, so if you kill them, look immediately, jump for a second, was supply blocked. And it's very annoying to lose 100 minerals and to find yourself supply blocked. Now this overlord is in big danger, yeah. I cannot feel but thinking Freddie Mercury, another one bite the dust. Olivia, where were you? You're supposed to help, to protect, to be a guardian. The queens are very effective against air units, but she wasn't here. This Zerling spotting the fourth base. Very good surround here. The Void Raid had to come back and killing one pylon. I don't know if this is enough, but it's better than nothing. Now the Oracle is going to use its energy to kill it. And you have to go back, yeah. Or no, just let them die. 44 for Nightmare, 44 probes versus 44 Cham. This is a little bit unusual. Usually the Zerg player has more workers. So, now more drones are coming, finally. So see the Protoss player income higher for a while. A little bit higher the army for Cham. Cham, relentless, is sending another wave of Zerlings to die. It's like a sacrificial thing or what? You are not supposed to send Zerlings when you know where is a void raid. Here is a slow zone. Obviously, if you go over here, the name itself tells you that you are going to be slower. And here, the fourth hatchery, very aggressive in terms of macro. 4 versus 3, it's always a good idea. Ideally, why not 5? Especially because you are playing against Protoss, and the Protoss death ball requires a lot of units to be sacrificed. A very interesting game so far. They are just ready to punch each other. This Oracle, is it going to leave? With 3 queens. Barely. He is able to survive. Protoss have shields that can regenerate, but not their actual health. So for shield, if you are losing it, all you have to do is to go next to a shield battery to replenish it. These Zerlings basically act as reconnaissance units. And very cheeky, a gateway here in the proximity with a pylon. Probably he's going to morph a lot of units as soon as the Zerg player is going to try to attack. A run by will be very efficient. And the creep spread, it's decent so far. This Vespian gas geyser has a different color because it's more rich. And now the offensive. Are the stalkers updated with blink? Nope. Yes, they have the blink ability. So basically what you have to do to put the lower health units in the back, just use them, those that are healthier, to absorb some of the damage. Look at this stalker with only 12 health, still alive, and apparently nightmare. It's already a nightmare for Cham. 5 queens, but more and more stalkers, and Cham was caught off guard. Already a hatchery is being destroyed. Now finally some hydralisk. I don't think it's enough. Pouring units, despite the fact that a lot of the stalkers are with low health. It's not the end of the world. Now pulling the drones, this is a very bad omen. If you have to pull the drones, you are in a terrible condition. But it was decent successful. But you are losing mining time. See, the income of Nightmare, it's skyrocketing again. Now it's continuing, yes. The void raid is no more. Pulling again the drones, pulling everything. Nice concave, nice, excellent concave. But more stalkers are coming. So stalkers versus hydralisk in the first game. And Cham is going to lose for sure. I don't see any. How can he survive? So he lost a lot of workers, and more stalkers are coming. Those with higher health are going to stay up front, taking some of the damage. And yeah, no more hydralisk. Yeah, only one. The overlords are dying right and left, and this hatchery for sure. And more are coming, more are being streamed. So excellent strategy. So just remember, guys, put a pylon in the proximity, and your reinforcements are going to be here in time to assure you are going to win. And GG, game number 1, Nightmare proved himself a nightmare for Cham. Keanu over, thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe. See you for game number 2. Hello guys, my name is Keanu. Welcome for game number 2 between another van. Cham spawning here. Cham is from Mexico, from Guadalajara. He's 26 years old and he started to play in 2012. He represents Mexico in this epic match against Nightmare. Nightmare from Korea. Where else? Korea, the country of the best players in the world. And we are going to find out who is going to be the best. It's going to be a wild ride. We are going to see how this game unfolds and who will come on top. The micro of these players is absolutely insane, squeezing every bit of efficiency out of their units with a wonderful macro and micro in place. So already we have a second hatchery a little bit further away for Cham. The Zerg player is on fire. But let's see if Nightmare is going to bring another nightmare, if I can say this. In game number 2, in game number 1, he was terrified. He was absolute mad with his Blink Stalkers. Now in game number 2, what tactics he's going to use? Literally, I'm going to find out together with you. So thank you for watching, thank you for being amazing, for subscribing, and for keeping this RTS wonderful game alive. Because of you, because of people that are watching, are playing, we still have a hope, a dream for, why not, StarCraft free. Let's see if this game is going to be very epic intensive. I'm pretty sure it is. And what crazy strategies we are going to use. Already here we have the cheeky probe that is trying to steal as much as possible. And why not kill? No, he's not going to kill a drone. Or is it? No, this drone literally blocked the probe to kill the drone. And the huge advantage for Zerg players is that all their units, if they let it be alive, are going to be able to restore health. And now these two Zerlings are going to try to chase this probe, this cheeky probe. No, leave it alive. Yeah, they are more for defense and scouting. This probe is nothing for them. Already here we have the queen, Olivia. Olivia is here. Olivia, as you... So we have a poll on the community, and you decided this is going to be the name from now on. Look at the positioning, waiting for the adept. So adept is shading, and this literally creates a conundrum where you are going to be, because it can be in two places at the same time. But with the queen here and perfect micro, a drone was saved and nothing to show. This is just for scouting purposes. It's very important. Now another void raid in order to kill the overlords, but this is what the players are seeing. The idea is, when you have a void raid, to deny the overlords that literally can be everywhere. Luckily we see everything, and this, yes, we are going to shade in the main base, but already Olivia is here. I will say Olivia to all my queens because they are clones. And yeah, not too much damage, and already they blinked away for safety. The Protoss have shields, and shields can be restored, but they are only half of like the energy of the unit. And in the meantime, the Void Ray is already killing an Overlord. Not bad at all. It's crucial to deny vision, so you can do whatever you want without being spotted. It's not like in Terran, where they can just drop a scan. Here you have to be proactive in order to prevent your opponent to scout. Already in terms of workers, we are pretty equal. 47 for Cham versus 39 for Nightmare. And for the army, a little bit of an advantage for Cham, but being Zerg, it's all about quantity, not necessarily quality. And the third hatchery versus free hatchery. So far so good for the Protoss player from Korea. I would like to see him using offensive Blink Dark Templars. He was the first professional player that did it in a tournament. And this was like keeping everyone by surprise, like what is this, what happened? And as I said in game number 1, Nightmare was a nightmare literally for Oliveira, Nib or Scarlett, some of the big names he was able to defeat in a tournament. Already look at the Void Raid being so aggressive. Already 3 overalls, that's 300 minerals. And now spotting the roaches don't care, but they should, because the Void Raid is going to kill them all day long. Already 2 roaches, 3 roaches, and while this is happening, the queens are marching. So Chan trying really desperately to have an advantage. After game number 1, he really wants to punish Nightmare. Is he going to be able to succeed it? He has only queens as anti-air and these 2 Revengers, but obviously Void Raid can easily dodge corrosive bios. The queens are the ones that are supposed to fire, and the Void Raid with 7. This is an epic Void Raid. 7. Wow. The warrior is still alive. More and more Zerlings. V-space is going to be denied. This is an intensive detention is palpable as we head into the mid-game. Anything can happen. Non-stop aggression as promised. This is an epic game. The decision making from this player is top-notch, always making the right calls. But right now I feel like that Cham is doing way better. So denying this base, what is Nightmare going to follow up with? So here is a good wall off. You already have an immortal here. It's very hard to predict. And Dark Templars, guys. He did it. Son of a beep, did it. As I said, this was his signature move. And right now he's trying to punish. Are there any detection whatsoever? Only one spore crawler, the second one. Now splitting them. Denying mining. This is a very cool thing to do. But this one is in the range of the spore crawler, surrounded. Only one remains. And with only 2 kills. Yeah, you need to have an overseer. 3, 4. So basically denying a whole base all by itself. And now a recall. A recall on a Dark Templar. This is what I'm talking about, the skill level that you need to have. And the multitasking. This is beautiful. This engagement was beautifully executed. And the unit control exceptional. It's all about adapting to the situation. Now let's see how they are going to adjust their strategies. What is going to happen. Now oracles, they are very good in terms of killing especially workers. Are they going to be able to succeed? Not so many anti-air here. Already an overseer patrolling. The void raid, the epic void raid with 8 kills. Now he's trying all by itself to kill hatchery. But Olivia is here. So you have to respect the power of a queen. Blink almost done. Is it going to be Blink once again? Yeah, the Oracle, 12 kills so far. This is very, very good. So the idea is you are very annoying because you need to be in so many places at the same time. And the Protoss player, it's able to have a comeback. In terms of worker, Cham has a little bit of an advantage, economically speaking as well. But in terms of army, they are pretty equal. Now let's see here with Archons, Immortals, and Adepts. Some Stalkers for good measure. And this is going to be one of the battles that are going to decide who is going to win. In game number 2. Wow. Perfect vision of the game. Pulling the drones is never a good sign. The Archons are so beefy. 6 kills, 7 kills. Immortals also a lot of kills on their own. 6-1. 6 on this one. The Archon is still alive, doing a lot of splash damage. And Cham is in big trouble. So Cham, that literally a minute ago was harassing almost to the death, to the brink of extinction, the Protoss player. Now the Zerg player is in big problem. Squeezing all the units he can. 64 versus 52, but look at the quality of the units. With 4 Immortals and now more Dark Templars. Wow. So Dark Templars without the option for you to scout, to see them, we are going to do free damage. And this is exactly what is going to happen. We are going to plunge into the mineral lines, killing as many drones as possible, denying the mining. And he did it. Nightmare, I believe. Cham has nothing to show off. No, he's not able to see the Dark Templars. And Nightmare, game number 2. Keanu over. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe. See you next time.